Messaging startup WhatsApp's founders can now add another title to their resumes, billionaire, after Facebook's record purchase of the 5-year-old company. Facebook is paying a reported $16 billion in combined cash and stock and $3 billion more in restricted shares to WhatsApp employees. WhatsApp reached 450 million users faster than any other company in history, and Wall Street says that this deal does make perfect sense for a variety of reasons. Does our tech expert and quantum CEO Ari Zoldan agree? Ari, welcome back to AriseXchange.
All right,
so do you agree that this deal makes sense?
No.
$19 billion for a company with $20 million in revenue?
Absolutely, it doesn't make sense. And I'm a huge technology enthusiast. It makes no sense whatsoever. Granted, the user base is growing by 1 million subscribers every single day, but it pegs each user at $40. It makes no sense.
Well, let me ask you this. First, how does WhatsApp, you always have to ask these questions of these companies, how does WhatsApp make money?
Right, so that's the big question. I mean, right now it's free, but after you sign up for the service after 1 year, they're charging $1 per year. $1 per year, not $1 a month, but $1 per year.
Okay, so that could result in $450 million.
It could, if people are willing to pay for the service. Once money gets involved, I mean, today there are services that are there for free. So once you start charging people, it becomes...
Is that their sole line of revenue?
Right now, it is. Right now, it is. It's only been around for 2 years. There's only 50 employees. $19 billion is absolutely staggering.
So this is some of the things that I heard about Facebook doing this. Facebook is desperate that they're watching their user base shrink month by month, and they're in essence buying 450 million users. Any truth to that?
Probably, yeah. I'd say about 90% of that is accurate. They also like the technology. They like the employees as well. But obviously, it's a threat. I don't think it's a massive threat, but certainly something that's been on Facebook's radar for a while.
Okay, the positives on this, from what I've heard, is that this was a bold move by Facebook. That Facebook basically is taking out a competitor, possibly, as well as better positioning its company. But Facebook is spending 10% of its market cap.
Right. So I think it is a smart move, because if you know, I mean, look at what happened to Instagram. Instagram was purchased for $1 billion, and that was only last year. I mean, Skype. I mean, this is the largest acquisition, I think, in tech history right now. So I think it's a smart move. I think it's a very smart move for Facebook to go out there and start gobbling up a lot of their competitors.
Okay. So and is Facebook structured that Mark Zuckerberg makes these decisions?
Correct.
Okay,
correct.
so I don't know what type of advisors he gets, but he's the one out there negotiating.
Well, there's a board, but obviously the influence, most of it is coming from him.
So if you are Snapchat, was it, that turned down $3 billion?
Right.
What do you think today?
I mean, Snapchat, I mean, they're probably killing themselves right now. I mean, to turn down $3 billion with zero revenue, I think they're going to look back and they're going to say, holy crap, I missed the boat on this.
So what do you think now does Facebook do next? Is Facebook going to be in the market of gobbling up many more companies?
I think they're going to be hard. I think they're going to go strong on acquisitions in every single related space right now. They want to keep the market share on social media.
And so where will they be looking? Do you think there's anything out there that they like?
I think they're going to be looking at a lot of location-based services. Companies like Foursquare would be one of them also. I wouldn't be surprised in the next 6 months we see something.
Let me ask you, though, because there's a question about Facebook's business model. Obviously, it's hugely popular, but it's losing eyeballs.
Right.
This acquisition has a lot of growth, but again, at some point, it seems like all of this is sort of like the expanding universe theory, that at some point gravity pulls all of these companies back in. Is the business model fundamentally damaged?
I don't think it's damaged. I think it needs improvement. And I think as time goes on, I think we're going to see the tech sector evolving and people are going to be focused more on revenue. Right now, it's all about expectation. I mean, yeah, you know, the top numbers are great. 450 million users, 1 million a day. The story is great. But at the end of the day, where's the money? Where's the money?
Okay, let's ask you what WhatsApp actually does, because it's a text messaging service, and it sounds like we all have that on our phones, but this does have some pretty cool technology.
Right, so why, I mean, if you're doing text right now, you're doing other kind of Facebook messaging, why go ahead and download WhatsApp? So it's a universal text messaging service. So I like to call it its text message on steroids. It's a lot sexier than your standard text message, and it's a completely agnostic platform. So if you're going overseas, you know, the telecom companies kill you on data usage is. And so this sort of replaces the
But it
BBM.
only works if you have broadband connection, does it?
If you have, but it also
Wireless.
works over Wi-Fi as well.
Okay.
So if you're overseas and you have a wireless connection, so you're now sending messages for free.
Okay, so what is, this deal closes, you basically think? It's a private company, there's not going to be much that will stop it?
No, I think it's done.
It's done.
It's
Okay.
done.
All right. Ari Zoldan from Quantum LLC. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, my pleasure. Thank
Appreciate
you.
FUTS today.
Thank you.
Well,